Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in. Today I want to talk to you about this concept known as the paradox of leadership. And for those of you who are sales managers, executives, any kind of general manager, director in a leadership position where you have sales professionals or you have your team or your employees responding to you and reporting to you, and you need to really lead a team, not just be a manager and just be a face and a name, but actually be a leader. And those of you who want to go into business, who want to go into entrepreneurship, and you know that you have to build a team, you have to help and lead others, you need help and support to get to your goals. This is a concept that will be extremely beneficial for you all. And over the years, I've hired literally hundreds and hundreds of salespeople. I've interviewed, I've trained, I've managed. I've also, over the years and going into my own ventures, mentored and coached sales professionals, entrepreneurs. So when it comes to leadership, there are a lot of things that I can discuss, and I have a lot to say on the topic. But I wanted to start with this one thing, this one concept that I feel like every single person who's in a position of leadership should grasp. They should understand this concept. And again, this is known as the paradox of leadership. Now, as always, if you're getting value from the content, make sure to smash the like button, comment your thoughts below, and share these videos with more people, more sales professionals, more entrepreneurs. Let's help more people. Let's spread the message. And without further ado, let's get right into it. So an interesting point to note here is that this concept of paradox of leadership comes from a common mistake that so many leaders or managers or entrepreneurs or business owners make. And that is that they don't know when to pull and they don't know when to push when it comes to their people, when it comes to their sales teams, when it comes to whoever it is that you're managing or you're leading. And hence the whole concept of paradox of leadership. So here's how the paradox of leadership can help you. Very simply put, when things are going great in your business and your team is crushing their sales targets, their business targets, their revenue targets, everything's going well. You have clients coming in left and right. All things are great in the business. That's where a lot of managers, a lot of executives, a lot of business owners, a lot of leaders would take their foot off the gas pedal. That's where they slow down. That's where they get really nice and buddy and friendly with their teams and with their employees, and tell their sales guys they're doing great and keep up the good work and keep doing whatever you're doing. Whereas the real leaders, the ones who have built sales teams, have built businesses, have managed lots of employees, the ones who understand leadership, these are the times when everything's going great and everything's going perfect. These are the times where they actually put their foot down more. They actually get more aggressive. They actually point out the small things that need to be better. They actually go harder on their sales teams and raise the targets and ask for them to raise their level of work ethic. They actually realize that when things are going great, this is when you're most vulnerable in business and sales. It's all the same, right? When things are going great and everything's going great, that's when you're most vulnerable. So as a real leader, this is when you actually go harder on your sales teams, on your employees, on your teams in general. And now on the flip side of that, when things are going terrible in business, when everybody's missing sales targets, customers aren't coming in through the doors, the cold calls aren't going well, you're not closing deals, your team's morale is low, and whatever else it might be, what do most managers, executives, business owners, entrepreneurs, leaders, quote unquote, do? What they do is they try to go hard. They try to be aggressive. They try to set standards on their sales teams or on their employees, and they try to, have hard conversations and they try to push. Whereas in those times when your team and your business and your company and your employees' morales are at the lowest points, those times are when you need to actually be softer, more gentle, actually build real relationships with your people, actually speak to your sales guys and say, hey, what's the real problem? What's holding you guys back from putting in more hours? What's stopping you guys from getting in front of our clients? Where are the sticking points in your sales process? What can I help you with? Can I jump on a sales call with you? Those are the times you want to take a more empathetic approach as a leader and be more caring and actually pull more on that push and pull concept and see what you can do, see how you can help, see how you can be more caring, see how you can really look out for the best interests of your team, of your employees, see how you can bond better, build relationships during those times. Those are the times where when most people would go harder on their teams and would try to push them and fire people and whatever else it might be, those are the times you have to actually pull, meaning build real relationships with them, speak with them, and see how you can actually be in the front lines and be of value and be of help to your sales teams, to your company, to your employees. So that right there is known as the paradox of leadership. And the reality is, it seems counterintuitive. It seems like it's something that wouldn't work, or it's almost odd that you would do it in that way. But the reality is, the reason you probably haven't heard of it, or the reason it seems like it's odd, is because the average leaders or the average managers or average business owners or entrepreneurs don't actually understand this. But the greats, the people at the highest levels, the entrepreneurs at the highest levels, the business owners, the leaders at the highest levels, understand this concept, whether it's in military, whether it's in business, whether it's in day-to-day life. Real leaders understand this concept, understand the push and pull dynamic, and when it's right to pull and when it's right to push. So I wanted to bring that to you through the last decade or so of my own experience, many years of being in leadership positions, anything you can imagine, from management to executive positions to shareholder position to being a business owner to whatever else that I do these days, and working with entrepreneurs and businesses and doing consulting and whatnot. This is the real paradox of leadership, and something that you have to understand if you are a leader or if you want to become a leader one day. It's extremely important to understand this concept. As always, I hope that was valuable. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope that you share this with more and more sales professionals and entrepreneurs who need to hear messages like this. And on that note, thank you again for tuning in. Smash that like button, comment your thoughts below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already for more content like this every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and I'll see you on the next one.